Only in the game just to get my fatty. And these lazy ain't got competition. It's me versus me, love key talk game.
Anyway, so the day has came that a lot of people knew was coming. But before we get into it, I'm going to let y'all know if y'all got any products, clothing brands, want me to wear it on my podcast so people can actually view it and see it, hit my email at keytalkmedia@gmail.com. Any type of business inquiries, hit me there. Anyway, so whenever everybody in the past, all the YSL members that actually took the deal, that took the plea deals, and when I read it off and I told y'all at the bottom of the plea deal, it says, hey, if you're called to the stand, you're going to have to re-say what you're saying to get this plea deal on the stand in front of everybody, or else you know what could happen. The plea be taken away because you're not cooperating, right? Of course, people were saying, oh, they can just plead the fifth. No, I don't think it's going to work like that, just plead the fifth, because now we see one of the guys who took a plea deal goes by the name of YSL Tick. He's actually been labeled as one of the co-founders of YSL. You know what I'm talking about? Obviously, they're saying Thug is one of the founders, and he's one of the founders. So that's what they're saying right now. And not only that, Buddy had to take the stand today. Now, when he took the stand, what did they ask him? Hey, show us all your gang signs. What did he do? He showed them some of the gang signs. Hey, who are all the members inside of YSL? He tried to hold that on a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? Didn't really want to say the names. However, if you don't give the information that they want, you already signed this plea deal agreeing that you're going to do it. So this brings about an even bigger issue, or even bigger image, because a lot of people took it, including Young Thug's brother, the Slime Life Shawty, do all these other people that took this plea deal. They're not off the hook. You know what I'm talking about? They will potentially have to go and take the stand as well. You know what I'm talking about? So, and actually, Funk, Young Thug's brother, was already rearrested because, you know, he didn't last with the probation that he had. So maybe he'll just say, forget it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not doing none of that, and just take whatever time they're going to give him. However, this is not something to where, it's just going to be able to just slide under the radar, sweep under the rug, because it is a trial. And with the trial, how many? It's like 500 some witnesses. And each one of those guys that took the plea deal will be called in order to go testify. So we can definitely expect to see a whole lot more of that, of people pretty much going to go testify anyways. Now, in other news, I know everybody love YSL, or a lot of people love YSL, you know what I'm talking about, but actually, think about this. The YFN Lucci case is still on the way as well. So we're going to see a lot of this stuff repeated unless YFN Lucci crew just stays way more solid than Young Thug's crew, you know what I'm talking about, because the whole truth of the matter is most of these YSL dudes going to get on that stand, and most of them going, you know what I'm talking about, answer whatever question they got, because nobody ain't really trying to go to jail. Yes, people is really out here doing the crime, but in actuality, nobody really want to do the time. We done learned this in hip hop in the last 2 years, you know what I'm talking about? And also, it's going to be a surprise to see if Gunna has to actually get on the stand, because if Gunna's got to get on the stand, you know, remember his lawyer was saying that he took an Alfred plea, which means that he, you know, nothing that he says can be used against Young Thug. However, if he gets on the stand, I wonder if, you know, that makes the stuff that he say on the stand, you know, able to be used. And then also, remember, Gunna said in one of his songs that the lawyers and the judge now did some tricky, sneaky stuff. But now, if the time ever comes for him to have to do any type of telling, whatever it may be, he knows exactly what to do. So, he in that song, he was making it seem like he gonna hold it down and not do no snitching and taking no stand. However, Gunna just coming out with that song F You Mean, of having like the highest streamed song, single song, out of all the artists, you know what I'm talking about? And this is after the whole snitching, yes ma'am, allegations, or in video, forget his allegations in video. So who knows? Maybe he'll take this opportunity to do a little actual snitching to increase the streams again, because obviously you can see now the rappers that try to stand on super, no snitching, super, F Gunna, I don't like Gunna, they're not doing as well as Gunna's actually doing, which is wild because it is hip hop, right? But, good music is going to last. Good music is going to go forward. I don't think a lot of rappers is really sticking to the street code. I'm sure there are some that sticking to the street code, but not a lot of them really sticking to the street code. And speaking of the street code, it does look like Ralo, fam, Gone had something to say about, you know, talking about Mr. YSL Tick getting on the stand. And actually, you know, like I say, he did this sign right here. They said, well, what's that sign? He said blood. And he kind of described some of the gang signs with them. You see what I'm saying? So with him doing that, of course, I mean, by the books, by the street rules, that got to be some type of snitching. But we all know nobody really follows the street rules. We all know people make, you know, special circumstances and allow certain stuff from certain people. I done already told y'all somebody need to go ahead and write a book called The Rules of the Streets, like the 48 Laws of Powers. Somebody need to write like the million, you know, the 100 Rules of the Streets, and you'll make $1 million off that for sure. But anyways, Ralo did have something to say. He said, man, ain't no way Shawty just got on that stand against his childhood friend. I'd rather die 1,000 deaths before I do some stuff like that. So Ralo ain't really rocking with the fact that, you know, YSL Tick had to get on that stand. And I believe Young Thug is in the courtroom as well. He's probably looking at him in his eyes like, dang, man, you really gonna do this? And YSL Tick probably really don't want to do it. And he is acting a little slow while he's on the stand, trying to like send them through loops. You know, talking about, like, for instance, whenever they asked him, you know, who was all members of YSL, somebody in the comment section said, y'all haven't seen the video. He acting slow to piss the prosecutors off. They asked him the name of the YSL members, and he said his neighbor Jason. So of course, he's going to play his little games up there as he can. Just try to stall as much as you can. But with all the information and stuff that they got, and of course, and you combine that with not wanting to do no actual real time, you know what I'm talking about? There's only so much that you can actually do unless you're just going to get up there and be like, I plead the fifth. I'm not doing no type of talking at all. I plead the fifth. Whatever y'all going to give me, go ahead and give it to me. Now, we ain't seen that too many times of people saying they ain't going to talk and just give them whatever they going to get. So with that being said, the Young Thug trial is on the way. YFN Luigi trial is literally about to start. Sometime this month. YNW Melly trial is going on. So we'll just see how the rest of this falls out and goes and continues. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, like I said, y'all, if y'all got any business inquiries, promo, and anything like that at all, make sure you hit the email. It'll be in the description. Let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.